Hello, NBA fans. Daily news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a fan of the Lakers show and I hope you'll subscribe to the channel and give it a like. Manager Rob Pelinka stated that he wants financial flexibility to sign a big star to play with Luka Doncic, as LeBron James's retirement approaches. But a strong supporting cast will be necessary to win titles. Rui Hachimura is a solid player who deserves a contract extension, but the Lakers won't make any moves and risk losing him. Rui Hachimura will become an unrestricted free agent after the 2025-2026 NBA season, when his current contract with the Los Angeles Lakers expires. This will make him free to sign with any other team starting in the following free agency in 2026. Based on Rob Pelinka's statement, it's understood that Rui Hachimura will be traded mid-season. Los Angeles will prioritize flexibility over Rui Hachimura extension. Hachimura's current expiring deal makes him one of the Lakers' most useful trade chips. Locking him into a long-term contract now would remove that flexibility just when they might need it most. It is not about his play, it is about what the Lakers can do with him. Make no mistake, Hachimura has been a solid player for the most part. Since coming from the Washington Wizards back in January 2023, he has averaged 13.1 points and 5.0 rebounds on efficient shooting. He stretches the floor well and is able to play his role. At times, he has contributed greatly, but there have been worries with his inconsistency. Playing for Los Angeles, those worries are hard to account for, especially when the front office is thinking a few steps ahead. The Lakers have already reshaped their roster in bold ways. Flipping Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic, adding Marcus Smart, DeAndre Ayton, and Jake LaRavia. All these moves this team has made recently are aimed at making the team better immediately, while keeping room to maneuver. Hachimura's value is not necessarily in the minutes he plays but in the leverage his contract provides. The Western Conference is crowded, and having inconsistent play simply will not cut it. Teams that are slightly younger or deeper can exploit the Lakers' gaps. At the end of the day, having a tradable piece like Hachimura gives Los Angeles options to upgrade or make a splash at the right moment. While Hachimura has earned his spot and delivered on the court at times in a big way, the Lakers' decision is not only about him, it is also about timing and strategy. The extension question might feel urgent, but the answer is already clear. Hachimura's future is not in a new contract with the purple and gold at the moment. It is in what his expiring deal allows the team to do next, and for Los Angeles, that is precisely the plan. Bronny James under fire as Lakers sign Marcus Smart and Nick Smith Jr. to challenge his minutes. Bronny James faces pressure as Lakers bolster roster with Marcus Smart and Nick Smith Jr. As Bronny James embarks on his second season with the Los Angeles Lakers, the weight of expectations grows heavier. At just 20 years old, the young guard is at a pivotal point in his career, and the stakes have been raised significantly with the recent additions of Marcus Smart and Nick Smith Jr. to the roster. The Lakers have made strategic moves to enhance their lineup, adding Smart, a seasoned defender and former NBA Defensive Player of the Year, alongside Smith Jr., a promising talent from USC. This influx of talent not only strengthens the team's depth but also poses a direct challenge to James' role and playing time. With Smart's seasoned experience and defensive prowess, the Lakers are looking to solidify their backcourt, creating a dynamic competition for minutes. Meanwhile, Smith Jr. offers a fresh, youthful energy that could further complicate James' quest for a consistent spot in the rotation. Under the guidance of head coach J.J. Redick, Bronny must demonstrate that he can rise to the occasion and warrant significant playing time. The pressure is palpable, as he navigates the expectations that come with being the son of a basketball legend while also proving his own merit on the court. Last season, James showcased glimpses of his potential, but with the new arrivals, he will need to elevate his game to stand out amidst the growing competition. The question looms, can he adapt and thrive in a more crowded backcourt? As training camp approaches and the preseason unfolds, all eyes will be on Bronny James. The upcoming months will be crucial for him to solidify his role and prove that he deserves a vital place in the Lakers lineup. The pressure is on, and the challenge is clear. this season could be a defining moment in his burgeoning career. Lakers must make a stunning roster construction realization immediately. The two-timeline plan will not work for the Los Angeles Lakers. Many franchises, including ones run far better than the Los Angeles Lakers, have tried to balance two timelines before. The result is often the same: it does not work. Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office cannot fall into that trap. The matter was discussed during a recent segment of NBA Today on ESPN. Bobby Marks urged Los Angeles to really consider what is in front of them in this current contention window. Marks said, "They're in the conversation when we're talking about some of these top teams in the Western Conference. That's going to be the most challenging thing this year, is the two-timeline approach. It's win now versus the future." Jorge Sedano, the host of the segment, chimed in after the NBA analyst made his point, stating the very delicate dance that faces the Lakers with trying to do both. The fact of the matter is, they should not be navigating those circumstances. Two timelines means 0 championships in Los Angeles. No one is suggesting the Lakers should go into the point of no return. Maintaining some form of flexibility, as Pelinka has tried to do, can help the franchise remain a consistent threat while Luka Doncic is in the mix. However, there are few more obvious paths to true title contention with the Slovenian superstar than maximizing this current window. The Lakers, as Marks said, are knocking on the door of the upper echelon of the Western Conference. They need a breakthrough this season or next. Why the urgency? That much should be obvious. The answer is LeBron James. A lot of focus has been put on the 2027 free agency period as an opportunity for the Lakers to secure their next superstar. However, putting all stock into the potential availability of Nikola Jokic or Giannis Antetokounmpo could prove to be incredibly foolish. How many better second options are there really going to be than LeBron, even at his advanced age? In the immediate availability of what the Lakers could realistically secure, the answer is few, if any. James did not drop any major hints about retirement at Lakers Media Day. That should be a good sign that the window with him and Doncic can be a multi-year one. That may be all they get. That may be the best shot at a championship for Luka in Los Angeles. Balancing two timelines is a nice luxury to have, if properly set up for it. The Lakers are not. They must choose one or the other. The answer as to the better option here should not require a rocket scientist to solve. J.J. Redick questions Jake LaRavia's performance versus Warriors, clarifies that won't be the role for him. While J.J. Redick appreciated what Jake LaRavia did in his second LA Lakers preseason game, he doesn't want to see it during the regular season. The Los Angeles Lakers dropped to 0-2 in the preseason, losing to the Golden State Warriors at the Chase Center. The Lakers won't feel too bad about this loss. Despite missing Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves, the Lakers put up a strong fight. They just didn't have enough to overcome the Warriors at full strength, especially after Moses Moody put on a brilliant performance. But while J.J. Redick was disappointed with the Lakers in their first preseason game, tonight he saw competitiveness, especially from Jake LaRavia. J.J. Redick says Jake LaRavia tried to do too much, admits his role will be different off the bench. Jake LaRavia was much improved from his first outing with the LA Lakers on Friday night, as he scored 10 points after getting the starting nod from the coaching staff. Even though J.J. Redick loved the energy and confidence from LaRavia, he did say that isn't the role he asked LaRavia to play on the Lakers. For him, he's done a lot of work since Summer League to get in better shape. He's still got a little bit of ways to go there. But he's incredibly versatile, and he does a lot of things really well. At times tonight, he got a little sped up, trying to do too much. That's not the role he's going to have for us. He certainly can play on the ball as an initiator and secondary creator. I like his activity level. As he continues to get into the type of shape we're all going to be in, that activity level will just increase. Part of what we're trying to do is do it consistently, over and over and over. J.J. Redick addresses the media after the #Lakers fall to the Warriors, losing 111-103 for their second straight loss to start the preseason. Jake LaRavia comfortable in role J.J. Redick wants him to play. When a reporter asked Jake LaRavia to respond to JJ Redick's comments, he did so in simple fashion, noting that he is very comfortable with the role his coach has asked him to play, and there are no hard feelings. To be honest, I think I am already pretty comfortable with the role that I have, the role that's been given. JJ and I have talked about. Jake LaRavia, who had 10 points and 3 assists in his second preseason game with the Lakers, says he is already pretty comfortable with the role that I have with his new team. Coach JJ Redick says LaRavia's improved shape will help his activity level increase on the court. It's obviously going to be different when Luka, LeBron, and AR are all in the lineup, and I'm thrown in with them. It'll be more of me being that spacer rather than being on ball and being the connecting piece. Either way, I'm comfortable doing both things. Hopefully, as the preseason carries on, LaRavia gets some experience in the role Redick wants him to play. But he can always adapt and grow into it during the season. NBA analyst makes bold prediction for Lakers DeAndre Ayton. The Los Angeles Lakers are preparing for their first full season with Luka Doncic as the team's #1 option, and they got him a new lob threat in free agency. Following 2 injury-plagued campaigns with the Portland Trail Blazers, DeAndre Ayton was bought out of his contract and ultimately joined the Lakers on a 2-year, $16.2 million deal. The 2018 #1 overall pick saw a steady decline in production after being traded from the Phoenix Suns to Portland in September 2023, averaging 15.6 points, 10.6 rebounds, and 1.6 assists across 31.3 minutes per game over that 2-year span. However, Ayton now has an opportunity to revitalize his career alongside Doncic and LeBron James. With high expectations in Los Angeles, the question is whether the 27-year-old center can deliver. More, is LeBron James retiring? What we know about Lakers star's second decision announcement. NBA analyst predicts career-best season for DeAndre Ayton. Grant Hughes of Bleacher Report recently listed one player on each team poised to make the biggest leap in 2025-26, predicting Ayton will have a career-best campaign alongside Doncic and James. Being paid to go away sometimes serves as a wake-up call, he wrote. Ayton will get all the minutes he can handle at center, hasn't been positioned to succeed like this in years, and is still very much in his prime at 27. A career season feels likely for the former #1 overall pick. Ayton joins a center group of Jackson Hayes and Maxi Kleber, cementing him as the team's starter and guaranteeing significant playing time. While Ayton is coming off arguably the worst year of his career, he won't be asked to carry as much of the load on the Lakers. Still, expectations remain high for Los Angeles, especially with uncertainty surrounding James' future entering his 23rd season in the league. Ayton has averaged a double-double every year of his career and fills a clear need for the Lakers. Durability remains a concern, but paired with Doncic, Ayton could provide high-efficiency finishing that elevates the Lakers' offense in a role akin to Doncic's connection with Derek Lively II on the Dallas Mavericks. JJ Redick is the perfect coach to save Dalton Knecht from disaster. Dalton Knecht is stuck in a slump. If only he had an all-time great shooter to learn from. Los Angeles Lakers wing Dalton Knecht is in the midst of a slump that has spanned Summer League and the 2025 NBA preseason. Less than 6 months after completing a rookie campaign in which he shot with impressive efficiency for a first-year player, Knecht can't seem to buy a bucket. Thankfully, Lakers head coach JJ Redick is the perfect candidate to save Knecht from his slump due to the perspective he gained as a player. Before Redick became the head coach of the Lakers, he carved out a career as one of the best shooters in basketball history. He was at the forefront of the three-point revolution during his legendary run with the Duke Blue Devils and became a top-tier shooter in the NBA with multiple franchises. Redick finished his NBA career at 41.5% on 4,704 career attempts from beyond the arc, shooting as well as 47.5% across a full season. For as efficient as he was, Redick is no stranger to slumps. For that matter, no shooter is. As such, he's uniquely qualified to work with Knecht on both the technical aspects of what's gone wrong and figuring out what type of mental blocks might be in place. If Redick is successful in doing so, the Lakers could receive a better version of a player who already had a case for being the best shooter on the roster in 2025-26. JJ Redick can lean on playing experience to help Dalton connect out of rut. Connect finished his rookie season with averages of 9.8 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 1.6 three-point field goals made in 19.2 minutes per game. Those figures translate to impressive tallies of 17.0 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 3.1 three-point field goals made per 36 minutes. Connect ranked number 1 amongst qualified rookies in three-point field goals made per 36 minutes and number 4 in points per 36, trailing only Stefan Castle, Zachary Rizicher, and Alex Sarr. Most impressive about Connect was how he navigated fluctuating minutes and still maintained an impressive level of efficiency. He posted a slash line of .461/.376/.762 and compiled an EFG percent of .576, the second highest mark of any 2024-25 rookie after 7 feet 4 inches center Zach Edey. Unfortunately, Connect shot 27.9% from the field and 23.8% from beyond the arc in 3 Summer League games, and is 5 of 21 from the field and 3 of 14 from distance this preseason. Perhaps this all boils down to Connect having trouble processing the fact that he would have been traded in February had Mark Williams not failed his physical. There's much to be said about the importance of immediately winning with superstars on the roster, but following that hectic period by having his minutes cut couldn't have been easy on Connect as a first-year player, or even just as a human. Thankfully, Redick knows what it's likely to be traded, as well as how it feels to be in a position of uncertainty with the organization that drafted him. If he can lean on those experiences, as well as how he broke through during shooting slumps, perhaps Connect can turn things around. He could still be invaluable to team success, with the proclivity for explosive performances and high-level floor spacing that all teams need. Nothing is guaranteed to transpire or work out in the end, but Redick is the ideal head coach to provide guidance when Connect may need it most.